Hey everyone, and welcome to Collider's Top 5 Most Anticipated Fox Releases. I'm Ashley Mauve, and here with me are Mark Ellis and Christian Harloff.
What's going on, guys? Look, 2016 looks to be an exciting year for Fox. They have a lot of animated movies coming out, they have a lot of comic book movies, and they have a lot of holiday films.
And it's going to be the year we say goodbye Fantastic Four, hello Deadpool. So here's how it's going to work today, is that we're going to give you a rundown of a lot of the Fox movies, then we close out the vid with our top 5 most anticipated of the year from that same studio. Ashley, what do we got first?
Well, up first, we've got Kung Fu Panda.
Woo-hoo!
On January 29th, Jack Black voices Po once again in the third film in the Panda franchise. Po must face 2 epic but different threats, one supernatural and the other a little closer to his home. Bryan Cranston, J.K. Simmons, and Kate Hudson are new to the cast, while Angelina Jolie, Jackie Chan, Dustin Hoffman, and Seth Rogen all return. Next up, we've got Eddie the Eagle. On February 26, audiences will see the fascinating true story of Great Britain's first ski jumper to enter the Winter Olympics. Kingsman star Taron Egerton plays the role of Eddie, while Wolverine himself, Hugh Jackman, plays Eddie's trainer.
This movie could be something special. You got Matthew Vaughn, who I love, is producing this movie, who's also worked with Taron Egerton from Kingsman, and Hugh Jackman. I think this could be a movie that turns out to be a surprise, the same way Kingsman was a surprise last February.
And it looks like an inspirational story, too, from seeing the trailer, what this guy overcame as a child to be a ski jumper. It's marvelous he can walk at all, much less doing something in the Olympics, so this one's on my list now.
Next up, The Other Side of the Door. A family lives an idyllic existence abroad until a tragic accident takes the life of their young son. The inconsolable mother learns of an ancient ritual that will bring him back to say a final goodbye, but could also upset the balance between life and death. It stars Sarah Wayne Callie of Walking Dead fame and Jeremy Sisto, and opens on March 11th. Next up is Mike and Dave Need a Wedding Date. On July 8th, 2 brothers, Adam Devine and Zac Efron, place an ad online to find dates for a wedding, and the ad goes viral. The film is directed by Jake Szymanski, who is mostly known for directing episodes of SNL, and the cast also includes Aubrey Plaza.
Mike and Dave need wedding dates, and Zac Efron needs a hit, and I think this is going to be the vehicle for him. Christian, look, it wasn't We Are Your Friends. This could be the comedy to beat this summer, and I'll tell you why, Ghostbusters. It's because Adam Devine is in it. We get to see him in a starring role. He's one of the best parts of Pitch Perfect. He even Pitch Perfect 2, which didn't exactly nail the comedic tone it was going for. He was hilarious in it, and I think the star of Stand Up, he's great, and what's the name of his show on Comedy Central? Workaholics is great, too. Really excited about this movie.
I am too, and I'll tell you what, I wasn't at first, and now, like you said, and I think it is because of Adam Devine. I'm championing for Zac Efron. I want the guy.
He's a good actor.
He was, and he was good in Neighbors, and it seems he knows how to do comedy. Adam Devine is that guy who's ready to break out into comedy superstardom. He was really great in The Intern recently as well. So this premise seems pretty funny to me, and these guys seem pretty great as a team.
Will Zac Efron keep his shirt on?
Hell no.
Good.
No.
I'm glad.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we've got Ice Age Collision Course. Scrat's epic pursuit to his elusive acorn catapults him outside of Earth, where he accidentally sets off a series of cosmic events that transform and threaten the planet. Returning to lend their voices, Ray Romano, Dennis Leary, and John Leguizamo and company will travel to exotic new lands and encounter a host of colorful new characters, as well as a new enemy who is a brother to one of their old foes. The gang returns to theaters on July 22nd. Next up, A Cure for Wellness. Director Gore Verbinski, Rango, Pirates of the Caribbean, will direct stars Dane DeHaan and Jason Isaacs in this mysterious movie. Little is known about the film's plot except that it is described as a supernatural horror. We'll know for sure when it's released on September 23rd.
Not sure what this movie's about yet, and I don't need to be, because as we were combing through this list, in my head I'm thinking, what happened to Dane DeHaan? Where's that kid been? He's great in Place Beyond the Pines, and he was in that awesome Metallica movie. Where has he been? Apparently he's been making this movie. Gore Verbinski is the guy I trust behind the camera, so I love supernatural horror. This seems like it could be a winner in September.
This was on my most anticipated list for Fox.
Good man.
I think that this movie, and I don't need to know what it is because it's got Jason Isaacs and has Dane DeHaan. I think that these guys, and the fact that it's a supernatural horror, comes out at the end of September, this could be a movie that just comes out of nowhere and hits hard. And these are also 2 guys that I'm glad it's not some just huge superstar actors. It's 2 guys who are very great actors who need a little bit more of the spotlight.
Next up, Trolls. On November 4th, those adorable good luck trolls get the Hollywood treatment and plenty of star power to back them up. Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick voice characters who will embark on an epic journey. Next up, why him? On November 11th, Bryan Cranston makes his second appearance in a Fox film, this time as a dad who forms a bitter rivalry with his daughter's young rich boyfriend, played by James Franco. The film is being directed by John Hamburg, who is known for directing the hit I Love You Man.
And I love you, man. So I also love that Bryan Cranston is following the theme here, is getting a shot to be in the spotlight again. Walter White, but don't forget Malcolm in the Middle. Don't forget his comedy chops. Don't forget how much of a great talent he is. And James Franco is another guy who has been stepping up. This is a great combination. I love the premise. Sounds pretty fun.
I was going to say, as much as I love Bryan Cranston and James Franco, for that matter, in dramatic roles, don't forget how great Franco was in 127 Hours. Seeing both these guys do comedy, which it seems like that's going to be a large amount of this movie, is them playing off each other. I'm very excited about this movie.
Next up, keeping with the Joneses. While we don't yet have a release date, this upcoming comedy isn't short on talent. Jon Hamm, Zach Galifianakis, Gal Gadot, and Isla Fisher will all star in the film helmed by Superbad and Paul director Greg Matala. And now, our top 5 most anticipated films from Fox Studios. At number 5, Independence Day Resurgence. This sequel to the smash hit Independence Day arrives in theaters 20 years after the original. Earth is faced with a new extrasolar threat, but will mankind's new space defenses be enough? Bill Pullman and Jeff Goldblum return, and Liam Hemsworth and Joey King, The Conjuring, add some new blood to the alien invasion film.
June 24th cannot get here fast enough, and I'm surprised to hear myself say that because the loss of Will Smith, you would think, oh no, I guess we can't have any more ID4 movies. We can, and this trailer looks amazing. Is it going to be silly, ridiculous fun? You're damn right it's going to be. Love seeing Goldblum in there. I love seeing Bill Pullman back as like a grizzled, almost like a crazed lunatic. What's this guy raving about? And Judd Hirsch. Judd Hirsch looks phenomenal. Has he been living on a houseboat for the last 20 years? It appears that way. He's Judd Hirsch. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
They better treat Bill Pullman like they did in Rocky in Creed. Like when he walks in and go, hey, what's up, champ? How you doing, champ? Because that's the guy who won. He saved the world. He was one of the best presidents with the best speeches of all time. This movie, I think, is going to play off nostalgia. I think this movie, I agree with you. You don't need Will Smith to make it work. I also think that we haven't had a fun alien invasion film in a little bit, and to watch the ground battle. I'm hoping for a ground battle this time. I don't want to just see the air fights. It'll be fun, but I'd like to see a ground battle, so sign me up.
I'm going to walk into the theater opening day, the same theater in Virginia where I saw the first Independence Day. I'm going to say, hey, boys, I'm back.
Was that Harry Connick Jr.?
No, it was Randy Quaid.
Oh, sorry.
At number 4, Assassin's Creed on December 21st. When Callum Lynch, Michael Fassbender, explores the memories of his ancestor Aguilar and gains the skills of a master assassin, he discovers he is a descendant of the secret assassin society. The long-awaited video game adaptation finally hits theaters in December with the team from last year's Macbeth, Fassbender, Marion Cotillard, and director Justin Kurzel taking front and center.
Oh man, sign me up for this one. I've been waiting for this one for a very long time. We'll see how Warcraft does as the real first start of the video game boom. But this movie, to me, is the one that I really want to see succeed. It's got one of my favorite actors working today in Michael Fassbender, favorite actresses working today in Marion Cotillard, and what they did, the collaboration with Justin Kurzel for Macbeth. This is a great team to do this movie, to go back in time and do what they do as far as the time period of today as well. Could be a lot of great mix.
And I don't think that the success of Assassin's Creed is predicated upon Warcraft or Ratchet and Clank or any other video game movie that comes out, because this storyline seems so ingrained, and the lore of all that stuff, of all the secret assassin society, plus the talent involved. I loved the Macbeth movie that came out last year. I thought it was really impressive to watch. I know not everybody did. Maybe it wasn't as faithful to Shakespeare as some people wanted. Fine with me. Assassin's Creed, it's a great storyline. This could be the movie that turns around the video game franchise drought that they're in since Mortal Kombat 20 years ago. As far as making a good video game movie, everybody's got their hopes pinned on this one.
At number 3, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiars on Christmas Day. Teenager Jacob follows clues that take him to a mysterious island where he discovers the crumbling ruins of Miss Peregrine's School for Peculiar Children. As Jacob explores the abandoned bedrooms and hallways, he discovers that its former occupants were far more than peculiar. They possessed incredible powers, and they still may be alive. Director Tim Burton brings his unique vision to this tale. It stars Eva Green, Samuel L. Jackson, and the boy who was almost Spider-Man, Asa Butterfield.
Did we just find another Professor X's school for gifted mutants? We might have, and Tim Burton is all you need to sell me in this movie, Christian. It's been a minute since we've seen Tim Burton do what he does best, the way we want to see it. I think this is going to be the glorious return of the Tim Burton we all know and love.
I'll tell you one of the reasons I'm excited about it. As much as I love Johnny Depp, I'm glad that he's going away from Johnny Depp and going into some new actors here, too, with someone like Eva Green and Samuel L. Jackson, who is normally in every Tarantino movie, and, well, he's in every movie, but now he's in this movie as well, too. And you're right. It does seem like an X-Men take almost. And to see Tim Burton do something like that, this could be him returning to form.
And that Butterfield kid, don't sleep on that Butterfield kid. He's a really good actor. I thought he should have been Spider-Man. I'm sure whoever they got, the Tom, that kid, he's going to be fine. Right. But Asa Butterfield, I saw Ender's Game, didn't expect a lot from it. He was great in it. Got a lot of talent there.
At number 2, XMen Apocalypse. With the emergence of the world's first mutant apocalypse, the X-Men must unite to defeat his extinction-level plan. The whole gang is back, including Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, James McAvoy, and The Force Awakens star Oscar Isaac enters the X-Men universe to play the ultimate mutant apocalypse.
Ooh, man. I mean, this is, look, get away from what people may or may not love about the look of Apocalypse. We'll see this. This is Oscar Isaac, who is a phenomenal actor playing one of the best bad guys arguably in X-Men lore. And you're bringing back Fassbender and McAvoy, and you get the skull cap. you're gonna see Professor X bald finally. This could be the Empire Strikes Back of the entire X-Men franchise.
I was a huge fan of the trailer, but I was wondering how are they going to top Days of Future Past, which I thought was such a monumental achievement within the X-Men universe, where we've seen great movies. X2, First Class, name a couple of them. Then I saw the Apocalypse trailer. I saw some footage at Comic-Con as well. It looks spectacular. It comes out May 27th, and it can't get here. This is one of those movies that you want kicking off your summer season and seeing all these characters together. We don't know. We know everybody's going in. We don't know who's making it out of Apocalypse alive. That includes Wolverine. We haven't seen any of him in promo materials. We don't even know for sure if he's in it. You got to think he's going to be somewhere using his claws for some sort of reason against Apocalypse. But man, the biblical undertones of this movie really has me jacked.
And at number 1, Deadpool on February 12th. The Merc with a Mouth finally comes to the big screen in the way most comic book fans hoped he would. Outrageous and not giving a shit. Yup, it's that kind of movie. Ryan Reynolds plays Deadpool, a former Special Forces operative turned mercenary, is subjected to a rogue experiment that leaves him with accelerated healing powers and adopts the alter ego Deadpool.
There's almost nothing more you need to say about Deadpool because the marketing campaign has done everything so note perfect that fans have such confidence in this property. And even this week they were filming this vid, they had some like sneak peek screenings where fans thought they were just going to see a couple minutes of footage. They ended up getting treated to the entire film, and it was universally acclaimed. So I love that we don't have to wait that long into 2016 to see this movie. I love the billboards. I love the posters. I love seeing Ryan Reynolds totally get to own the character that he thought he was going to get to play in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I love the approach to this movie, and starting off the fact that they realized that the character was done an injustice beforehand, and now they're bringing it back as he should. And guess what? The movie shouldn't be PG-13. Stop trying to get it to PG-13. It's not for kids. It is for the hardcore fans of the comic book. And what they're doing, everything we've seen with the S-bombs and the F-bombs and everything, this movie is gearing up to exactly what we want from the Merc with the Mouth.
And it's kind of cool to see the trailers where you see Deadpool interacting and actually having some jabs and making fun of the X-Men. It's like, yes, this dude, it's his movie, but he also is part of a larger universe that Fox has created. So it's going to be fun to see him play in that world a little bit too.
Well, that is a wrap for our 2016 movies from Fox Studios. Sorry, Gambit. Looks like we're going to be waiting till 2017 to see you.
But we don't have to wait one more second for you, the fair-minded, articulate home viewer, to comment on this vid and let us know, what are your top 5 most anticipated Fox releases of the year? Do you have Deadpool number 1 too? Let us know.
And make sure that you subscribe here to Collider Video, catch up on all the latest in movie news, and for our other anticipated list from the other major studios. For me, Christian Harloff, Ashley Mova, and that guy, Mark Ellis.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.